Hey, so I decided that yes, I am going to film my wrap-up tonight, so let's get straight into it. I read a total of 8 books this month, and some of them are quite large. So let's get straight into it. First thing was I finished my reread of Tabletop Oscar Wilde, and this is a collection of his spoken tales. So, yeah, there's a lot of different stories in here that really interest. A lot of them are really, really good. Some are a bit meh, and yeah, also I definitely highly recommend this. And if you do find a copy of this, don't read it in one sitting. No, just it's better if you do it in small doses. And next book I finished, I started last month, and that is Heaven's Net is Wide by Leanne Hearn. And this is the prequel novel to the Cross the Nightingale, to the Tales of the Otori series, first book being Across the Nightingale Floor, and I love this. I love this. It's all set in it's set, of course, it's set before the start of Across the Nightingale Floor, and it finishes like right as it starts. And this is where we get the explanation about the Battle of Yagahara, which is mentioned a lot throughout the series, and it was kind of a little bit compared to how much it was built up, it was kind of anticlimactic. But the aftermath was where everything was great and awesome, and it explains so much that happens in the books. And as I keep saying, read this series. It's amazing. Read it. Next book I read was The Blood of Olympus by Rick Riordan, and oh my god, this was so satisfying. The satisfaction levels in this are high. Can't go too much into this because it's fifth book in the series, but I don't know, I might film a discussion for this. It might be good, because I got a lot to say. I have so much. So, yep. Really enjoyed it. Had a couple of problems, like everyone else, but, other than that, yeah. Next book I read was The Assassin's Curse by Cassandra Rose Clarke. A little while ago, I jumped on the bandwagon of buying this duology because of the fact that the publishing company went out of business. And it was meh. I didn't really enjoy that much. It, like, main character is, she just kind of annoys me, and Naji's a little bit of a little shit. Like, I have so many problems with this book. And not a lot happens in this book. I'm hoping the next book is going to be better. I mean, I've read the first chapter and something's happened, but I'm probably not going to end up keeping that duology. Next book I read was Mockingjay by Suzanne Collins, and of course reread because the first part of Mockingjay is coming out pretty soon, and I wanted to make sure that this was fresh in my mind because last time I read this was 2012, a long time ago, and I really enjoyed this. it was really good, and like everyone complains about how it needs to be longer, but honestly, I think it would have dragged on too much if it was any longer. I think it was at the perfect length. Everything happened as it needed to, and yeah. Although some of the deaths could have been avoided, but what can you do? What can you do? Next I read Fortunately the Milk by Neil Gaiman and illustrated by, you guessed it, Chris Riddell. Oh my god. I think I've only maybe made like 2 videos in which I haven't talked about Chris Riddell. That's two videos too many to not have talked about him. Anyways, but this was bizarre. Oh my god, this was just wild from start to finish, and I really enjoyed it. The story went by really quick. Had lots of interesting moments, crazy characters, great illustrations, as to be expected, and also what I didn't expect when I bought it, hardcover, yay. But yeah, it's Neil Gaiman, so what do you expect? It's good. Next one was a reread for me. That is Ocean of Blood by Darren Shan. Second book in the spin-off series to the saga of Darren Shan, and of course can't talk about it much because second book, but a lot of, it's a really small book, but lots happens in this book, and yeah, well, it doesn't exactly explain a whole ton of stuff that happens in the original series. It builds up to some things that happen, and really enjoyed it. Really good, as to be expected. And the last book I read this month was, of course, another reread, and that was Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, and just so damn relatable. It's just, the relatability of this book is amazing. Like, even though I am, like, me and Cass are 2 completely different people, there's still so many things about us that it's just relatable as hell. Fandoms, introversion, yes, it speaks to me on another level. And of course my edition has extra content, so it has illustrations in the back and the front, so yeah, and an interview from Rainbow, and yeah, you know about that. It is really good, and yeah, and that is all the books I read this month, so I shall see you in another video at some point. See ya.